The final results in Texas are remarkable. I mean, for years, Democrats have been trying to spend money to make Texas blue. It's been one of their top efforts. The final report here shows that Donald Trump won Texas by 14 points, Ken. I mean, that is breathtaking. What happened to the hundreds of millions of dollars they were spending to make Texas blue?
Look, we fought them. We had 22 election initiatives related to voter fraud. We got pushed back after we were successful 4 years from stopping the mail-in ballot scheme that happened in Georgia and Arizona and Pennsylvania. And you can see we were successful last time. But this time we had all kinds of different initiatives focused on making sure that our elections were protected. I knew if we protected our elections, if we made that our number one priority, I had over 200 lawyers working on this throughout the last year. I knew if we protected our elections that the results would be Republican. And you'll notice that a lot of our South Texas counties that had been Democrat have moved Republican. Some of them have become fully Republican. And I think that's because they can see the negative impact of the Biden policies, both internationally, on the border, most affecting them because they're on the border. And then also economically, they realize how they were under Trump and how they are under Biden. It's much worse. All of that, shockingly, to the Democrats, moved them our way. So their strategy of bringing in illegals to vote did not overcome the strategy of bringing in Hispanics and other ethnic groups that are now voting Republican because they're being negatively impacted by the Biden administration.
Yeah, I mean, this is a game changer that Texas is now R plus 14. I mean, in what world do you think that Georgia goes for Trump by 2 points and Texas goes to Trump for 14 points? Let's continue on the border here. General Paxton, you've been filing a lot of lawsuits trying to secure our border and do everything you can. What can Trump do to assist you in those lawsuits, specifically going after the NGOs on the southern border?
Well, actually, now we can find out, hopefully, where that money went, how it was spent, because the way the program worked under Biden, they sent billions of dollars to these NGOs, and they were washing this money. And then those NGOs, we believe, were illegally helping the illegal aliens that were coming into our country by moving them around and providing all kinds of services, whether it was giving them a place to live. And then the ultimate goal was to put them in the right states, the swing states, to vote. And they were helping them get registered to vote. We saw that in Texas. We shut it down when we realized our state police were allowing people who could not get legally registered at DPS offices. They would let these NGOs set up and register other people, which the only people that need to register there are people who can't qualify as citizens and vote. So that's what I want to know. I want more information. I also want to know, we had 450,000 people on our roll who we asked the federal government to tell us, are these people citizens? And we're only one of, I think, 3 or 4 states that asked for that information. Of course, the federal government wouldn't give it to us, even though they're required to tell us. And we're not allowed to ask. We're not allowed to force people to tell us whether they're citizens or not. So I want to know, I want those lawsuits now to tell us, I want the federal government to tell us the answers to those questions so we know who was voting.